We're going to begin in 5. This is episode 3 of Black Casket. In 4, 3.
Hi, I'm Sonelli, the urban legend for Take Two. Hi, welcome to episode 3 of the Black Casket. I am Sonelli, the urban legend, and today our topic will be serial killers. I am here with Denari, the spine tingling gamer,
That's me.
and Addison, the movie goblin.
Hey.
Okay, I have a question. When you
What's
guys
your
think of serial
question?
killers, what first comes to mind?
Um, well, I think of I don't know why, but my brain just goes here I would consider him the most famous serial killer, like Ted Bundy. I don't know why. It's just like when I hear serial killer, I just think of Ted Bundy. For what? I don't know. But
What about you, Denari? When you think of serial killer, what goes on inside your brain?
well, not a lot because it's pretty empty in there. But uh, but when I think of serial killers, I just think of because I used to watch a lot of Criminal Minds, just them luring people and just a lot of unsolved mysteries. What about you, Sonali? What do you think of serial killers, or what comes first to mind?
When I think of serial killers, I think about the first automatic thing that goes inside my head is what is going inside their head. Like, why do they do this? Is it because of their background or just because they want to? Is it because someone they're traumatized or because they just like feeling the rush?
I agree.
So I know it's not
Same.
okay to kill people. Of course, it's not okay. But I would really like to know what's going on inside their head when that's happening.
Yeah, me too. What's something that triggers them to oh, I'm gonna become a serial killer, like I wonder how they get into that mindset that I want to kill people, it's very weird to me.
Yes, yes, it is. Okay. Dinar, Dinar. Okay, take two. Allison, do you have any movies or a show about serial killers or interviews? Do you have anything for us?
Um, yeah. So I've been watching this show, and I stopped watching it, but I started watching it again. It's called Criminal Minds, and it's basically centered around a bunch of murders and kidnappings and stuff, some stuff like that. And I watched this one episode, and so it's this guy, right? And he has, I forgot, split personalities, I guess. And when he was little, his dad would abuse him, And then I think he may or may not have murdered him. And then he became his dad. So one of his personalities, he has three personalities. His dad, himself, and this one personality called Raphael. And that's the person in between both of them, right? And so he watches people. So he pretends to be tech support, and then he helps them, but he makes instead of helping them, he makes he's he makes it so that he can see people through their laptop, stuff like that. And basically his father was all about his father was all about very religious, don't sin, sinners go to hell, whatever. And so he took along that with his personality with his dad, and he watches people, and if they sin, he literally goes to the house, calls the police,
Just one question. How old was he, or how old is he?
Um,
Like when this
I
was
forgot
happening,
his
or when he
age. I
started?
don't think that they mentioned his age, but he's like pretty young. Maybe he's like in his early 20s and stuff. And so basically, he goes to their house and um calls the police, says the address, and then like says like a verse from the Bible of what the sin they're committing is, whatever, and then he hangs up. He goes and kills them, and then he just leaves the bodies there, and then he just dips. And
That
basically,
sorry, it's just the thought of having people knowing my address scares me. Like, what if this pizza man wants to kill me? What do I
yeah,
do?
I think like, oh my god, somebody's like watching me through my freaking computer or my phone. I'm so like, I don't know why.
Is it
I don't know
just
why,
me,
but
or do you guys like, say like you order pizza, or somebody's just driving by your house, and like they just
I
instantly be like, okay, I'm following them. Like people can know your address without even knowing you. They could just drive by your
yeah,
house and be like, oh yeah, them.
that's
You know?
where
they live
Denai
there.
lives.
Visit them. I think it's a little weird because I'm paranoid at night when I'm taking out the trash. That
Yeah,
I feel like
same. I'm
someone
very
is gonna
paranoid, and for
kill
what?
and then just
Taser,
stab me.
taser.
That's
Yeah,
I
and
find
then
that really.
the guy, sorry to cut you off, but the guy, he like kidnaps one of the FBI agents because they're from like the FBI, right? Oh wait, oh my god, I haven't gotten to that yet, right? So then like the FBI find out about this, and then they try to track him down, and so two agents go in to like try and like find him or like try to see if he's the unsub, like the murderer, right? And so it's only two, and then they go back to the barn because the guy has a barn. So they go back to the barn where a murder happened. Oh, and when he murders people, he like tapes it to like the computer. It's like recording, and then like he takes that recording and then he posts it online, as like a
Like
warning or whatever.
dark web stuff right there.
Dark web, but like on just the regular like social media stuff.
Oh,
Like,
so
yeah,
he's just like exposing himself, but not really exposing himself. I don't
he's
know.
exposing the murders, I guess. The murders. I don't know what you would call it, but
So where can
yeah.
you watch this show? Like on Hulu, Netflix, on
Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix. It passed on TV. It's like I'm on season 2.
mm,
Um, you can watch it on Netflix. Yeah.
okay.
What do you
So
rate this out of
10
caskets?
I rated it a 10 out of 10 caskets. 10 out of 10 caskets
Okay.
because it's a good show. The acting is very immaculate. It adds flavor, and it's very like it like shows what happens in the world. Some people, man. Some people.
Yeah, some people, bro.
definitely
Some
have
people, man.
to show.
But yeah, I'm curious to know. Denari, have you played any spoopy murder serial killer games recently?
Well, as I said last episode, you guys should just, try to go check it out because, So, but anyway, as I said last episode, I'm grounded. So we did research. And I actually did play this game before I was grounded. It is called Friday the 13th. There is a big debate. And a couple episodes ago, I did Dead by Daylight. And it's a big debate on whether Friday the 13th is better or Dead by Daylight is better. I personally think that
Better.
Dead by Daylight is better because, it has multiple, it's just better, you know?
I don't
And
Why do you
so,
think? Get wait, give me reasons, please, on why you think that Dead by Daylight is better. I would like
well,
to know.
I think Dead by Daylight is better because it has it has more things to do. It has more serial killers or more players to play and more they give you it like options to customize stuff, and it gives you more options to do.
I haven't
Hold up,
played any.
pause.
I haven't
Okay,
played.
continue.
Sorry, I haven't played any of these games, but I've watched people play Dead by Daylight, and it seems a really cool game. And I also watched all the characters, like their introductions, and they're scary. It's just like, huh? But Friday the 13th is gonna have to be a really cool and horror game to be able to to for people to debate that it's better from Dead by Daylight. So I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
But yeah,
So
but like since it's called Friday the 13th, it's from like I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, I think it's Michael Myers. I think it's either Michael Myers
No,
or
that's not Michael Myers.
no, it's not
It's
Michael Myers. It's
isn't it like wait, who kills them? The guy with
Jason.
Freddy
Jason.
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 Yeah,
But yeah, it's
Michael Myers is Halloween.
and I think it's a really cool game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really good game. If you want to play it, it's on. Say again.
Oh, I was gonna ask if it was multiplayer so you can play it with your family and friends.
Oh yeah. So like you can play it on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. You know, it's a really cool game. It's nice that it's on different platforms. I feel, and not just one platform. And it was developed by iPhonic or Ilphonic and published by Gun Media, and is based on the film franchise on the same name. It was released on May 26, 2017 as a digital release, and later released on October 13th, 2017 as a physical release. But yeah, that's my game for the last episode.
How
It's
many
pretty
caskets
special.
do you rate it?
Uh,
We want to know the
God,
taste.
vocals. I rate this 9.5. Like you see my thumb.
Yeah.
9.5 caskets. So the body showing out of the casket. So what?
The body showing out of the casket. That's funny.
But what about you, Sinelli? Anything for us today?
So I did some research on serial killers, and I don't know why I did this to myself, but I like watching serial killer like videos and people talking about them, even though I get very, very paranoid, super duper paranoid. So I came across this article. It looked like an old article from 2014, and then it read about this autistic kid that he was bullied because he was autistic and he had disabilities. So he was a boy scout. I just read this on a website. I don't really know where it was. And then so he became a boy scout, and then people in the scout group bullied him because he was autistic, and his there's nothing wrong with being autistic. It's just your mind is different. It's not bad. It's just different. So
You're
they would bully
unique.
him and call him very nasty names. So he just got tired of it, and he killed one of the kids. And when he killed him by he grabbed him, and then he grabbed a log, the one that he cut up, and he smashed his head with it. So when he got home, he said, well, he said to himself, he said that he felt the rush and he liked it because that time he was in power and no one can tell him anything. So he when he got home, he killed his parents, and I don't know why he killed his parents. His parents were nice to him. He killed his parents, and then he killed his siblings. And then that night, he would make cuts on his face. And then they said that he disappeared into the woods and no one ever found him. So, yeah. I don't really think I would tell this story to my little cousins just because of how groceries. So I don't. I rate this uh I rate this an 8. I mean, it's a good story, but I just don't think I would share this with my family
Why
because
wouldn't you? Why do you think you wouldn't share this with your family? Like, what's like,
because
you know?
I have a lot of little cousins and they're still little, and I can't really tell them this story because it's like, what do I traumatize them? I don't really want that to happen,
Well,
and they're
But
still
like,
babies.
do you?
basically, oh, sorry. Go, go,
No,
go.
my fault.
No. Okay. Thank you. So, um, he killed his family. He killed his family, basically. Mom, dad, and sister or sisters. Wow.
He had a baby sister, and the neighbors actually saw him walk out because they live by the woods. He saw them walk out. He saw him walk out and then just go into the woods, and he never came back. So it was weird for them because they were like, "We're family. We haven't seen them, and like their car is still there and everything." So they want to go check, and they said that the police found the bodies. So I
How do
found this
you?
story on an article. I'm not sure if it was true or not, but I hope it's not,
How do
because
you think they died?
I don't really know if I think because I don't know, why would you kill people who you cherish and that are actually nice to you?
But like, uh,
Maybe he felt jealous of his sister because she didn't have autism, or I don't know.
well, some
But
people, right? Like people with autism, they don't know.
That's
So,
kind of
so I think that's probably what happened. But I don't
and I
know.
think
That's
it's kind of he shouldn't be killing people, but it's also sad at the beginning because he's autistic and they're just making fun of him and they're calling him nasty names.
probably because he probably snapped and he like couldn't take it anymore. Is what I think.
Okay.
sorry. I don't know what to say. That's
What do you rate
very
this?
interesting.
I rate this it's a good story, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I this is it's because I'm saying a lot about how I can't tell this to my family, but I feel like this would be a 10 if I could just tell like my family.
Yeah.
This would be a straight up.
We'll pick up
Like
conversation, okay?
that would be a good like sleepover scary story.
Yeah,
Kind of,
that
you
is
know.
pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Okay. So this concludes episode 3 of the Black Casket. Thank you for joining and thank you for tuning in. This okay, can we just edit that part out? Thank you for tuning in into the Black Casket where all your fantasies.
And nightmares.
Come to life.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye. Boo.
Yes.
Peace out. Hey, club gods.